We're back in Heaven's Vault. We have arrived at the Dome Palace in the area of the Age of Sail. Last episode, we rocked up here. We had a little poke around in a couple of the areas. We found a bit of writing here that we couldn't fully decipher, but maybe seemed to suggest it was about come here and buy stuff. Who knows? We picked up a little tile. We poked around. We found... So there are two ways in, we think. One of them more accessible to Six than others. We bashed in this window. We could climb in there. Or we can go around here, which is where Six wants us to go. So I think we're going to go around here first. If that's a bust, we'll try the window. But we'll see. Now, something we know as players that the characters don't seem to be aware of, although Six has suspicions. There are people here. This is not an uninhabited place. So, we're going to have an interesting time, I think. Let's get on with it and see what happens. If I hit resume. Yeah, they're not moving yet. Question. Six. Did Miari mean what she said about you? That you were Rembar's robot before? Is that true? I'm unsure, mistress. I do not remember him, but it seems that my memories are not mine to control. Reply with a question. So, do you think Rembar wiped your memory? And why? Who knows? Perhaps whatever he discovered, he wished to keep. Question. Is there any way to get your memories of Rembar back? You would have to ask Rembar that question. Perhaps when the loop will bring him back. Perhaps when the loop will bring him back. I don't know the intonation of that sentence. Screwed that up. All right, let's see how far we can get here. There's a break in the wall. Too high for you? Indeed, mistress. But I believe I have an alternative. Where are you going? Six? Where are you going? He's gone. Well? Found anything? Six? Nothing. You know what? We don't need him. Let's go. I'll go by myself then. Okay.
And for a moment, the sight seemed only quiet instead of empty. Like I might walk around a corner and find someone painting or reading or watching the sky.
Yep. Oh, is that a statue? Do we think of a person with one eye like before?
But, of course, there was no one here.
Of course there's people here.
And when the emptiness came back, it was double.
Look at the place. This is a garden. It's cultivated. Look. Do you know what happens to gardens if you don't, like, prune them and look after them? These are, like, proper beds. Six? Where are you, Six? Have you actually abandoned me this time? And look, there's doors that are open. There were lights that are on the inside. We're going to go in there at some point. I'm just poking around. I don't want to miss any, like, inscriptions or anything around the outside. I'm just going to talk to myself. What was this place? Look at this tree. Look, this is clearly... It's quite a view from here. You can see forever. All the way to the nebula's end. Yep. Yeah, that does look like a goddess statue, doesn't it? Okay, let's look at this thing in the middle then. Remark. So ornate. Yes, ornate means People are here. So decorative. Right, let's look at these iron fittings. Let's start with just iron fittings. Something was removed from here. A sundial from the Emperor's graveyard, perhaps? Right. Sundial removed from the Dome Palace. It was placed outside the glass house in the Emperor's graveyard. Possibly. I mean, that's... Sure. Question. Where have you got to, 6? Okay, we're not allowed to interact. Did you go chasing your ghost? No, that's it. That's all we can do with that. Interesting, though. So, the Empire knew... Some part of the Empire knew about this place, then. Remark. I want to go look at this goddess statue. This place looks like Renaki. If Renaki was left to fall into ruin, that... If Renaki was left to fall into ruin, that is... Right, well, Renaki is founded, built around the same time as the Domed Palace. Okay, so coming here has allowed us to date Renaki. That's interesting. Right, statue me. A statue with no arms. I don't recognise her. Any engravings on you? Okay. Where do we want to go? There's a slope there, so if 6 comes this way, he can go up the slope. Okay, there's a door. Oh my god, there's 6. Remark. Look, there he is. If you know a way back to the Nightingale without 6, Elia. Don't worry, he's over there. Perhaps you should have been nicer to it, unless that's a different robot. Reply. Stay calm, Elia. Don't be dramatic now. Now, was that a person with 6 or was it a statue? What's that? And what's that? How do we get to this other dot? Look down. Let's look down first. Oh, the entire mountain is tumbling away. It reminds me of what happened to 4. A rope leading up to the next floor of this place. There might have been stairs here once. Test the rope? Feels pretty firm. Though how anyone got up there to tie it, I don't know. 6 would hate me even looking at this. I'm going to go and approach what looks like 6. Oh, there's stuff in here. Can we look at this? Nope. Six? Is it 6? And is that a living person? No, it's a statue.
At the building's heart was a domed chamber. Every footstep rang like a bell. And the room was large, like it was larger than the walls that held it. Like a whole other moon was contained inside this room.
6? What are you doing, 6? You left me. I had to. I saw something. It led me here. Again. Again? Indeed, mistress. I know this place, mistress. I have been here many times. Question? How can you remember anything? You could barely remember Rembar waking you up. I do not know, mistress. Memories are a new sensation to me. I do not know how to understand what is in my mind. Reply. You're a robot, 6. Either you know something or you don't. I agree, mistress. In theory. And yet... Reply. So much for amazing robot brains. I'll be better off with a notepad and a plumb line. We're so mean to 6. Question. How did you get in here? There was a hopper eye. It was a trivial matter. Let's look at this statue then. It's a little like the statue outside, but a different goddess. The ancient pantheon had 7 gods, I think. And gods always seem to have one eye. Let's remark before we touch. That's what I always say. This has got to be a temple space. You can feel it. The hush, the quiet. This place must have once held hundreds. I cannot feel anything, mistress. But I do observe a room with a large capacity and meticulous acoustics. An excellent location for singing. Good faith. Listen to the echo. This room was built for that. I'm going to touch it. Goddess. But you're made of wood. Painted to look like stone. Whatever this place is, it's not a workshop or an observatory. Not somewhere I'd expect to find a compass, whatever Tappy's thing is. Indeed, mistress. I wonder if perhaps Tappy's object is merely a decorative trinket after all. Perhaps it was merely for sale here. Right, what do we think? Marketplace established, visited by Salons, or else there was a city here, now lost. Okay, so we think that's a clue to this being a marketplace, do we? There's no decent river to this place. How do people come here? How are we going to get back? Because the river was definitely one way. Perhaps off-river travel was common in the past. That might mean whole areas of the nebula was inhabited that we previously ignored. Or else there was a river and it's gone. Is that even possible? I do not know, mistress. Stairs? No, seating. I've not seen this arrangement in a temple before. Temple seating is usually more clearly hierarchical, to allow important people to sit closer to the gods. Every time I was here, mistress, this place was somewhere different. Alright. Well, what else do you remember? I'm unsure. Right. There's got to be something up here that's cool. No? Other side? Shall I tell you what I remember? Yeah, go on, go ahead. Fine. Go ahead. I remember a king. A king with an iolite crown. His judgments were fair. He was much loved. But his daughters schemed against him. Each daughter thought he loved another more. Resentment festered until each killed him in a different way. Slow poison, a knife in the back. But the youngest daughter's method was the cruelest. She hoppered her father into a crack in the palace stonework. Jesus Christ. She became queen, but she never found any pleasure in it. She was plagued by her father's voice. Inside the walls, berating her for her flaws. Okay. It makes no sense, mistress. How could I have seen all that? It's a good question. Are you much older than we think you are? Is there anything else? Yes. I remember a woman, shipwrecked. She lay here on this floor, dressed only in rags. She carved her name into boards torn from her ship, which would never sail again. And she tossed them into the rivers, hoping to be rescued. The fuck, 6? Yeah, that's enough, 6. This is like listening to a grandmother on Harvest Day. No, it's good. I don't like any of these. I'm not going to say any of this shit. I think he deserves more respect than that. What's this little thing on the ground? What is happening to me, mistress? Am I losing my mind? I'm going to say you're just a robot, 6. Look, you're just a robot, 6. You don't have a mind to lose. Once we get back to Iox, I'll have you looked at. That is not very reassuring, mistress. Miari said you were Rembar's robot before he left. You must have sailed with him for a time. That's why you remember things sometimes. I do not remember him or what he did. I cannot be sure what I have done. Question. Oh, but I wonder why Miari didn't just tell me when she gave me to you. She must have known. I'm going to go into this little alcove, 6, if you've not got anything else to say. Curtains. Nope. A doorway. I suppose the priest would materialise from here. Let's see where this goes. Well, I did want to go the other way as well. But here we are, I guess.
The far side was open to the wind and the dark.
Okay, no rope here. Here's a book. Where are we now? Oh my god, people. Screw it, let's go. Let's go! Oh no, that's not a person, that's a stick. I got I got fooled by a stick and some cloth. I have no smarter than a common crow. It suckered me well good. An axe. Somebody was working their way through the trees for firewood. Well, there must have been someone here. Long after the site was abandoned, perhaps someone was still living here. Look, I swear I saw someone. I wasn't just crow-fooled. Someone was moving. It was more than this. A sculpture. Made of sticks, shoes, a coffee pot. Something like... Haha, nice. Oh, steady. Oof. Was never any good at dancing. There was a person, I swear. I didn't make it up. I saw them walking. I thought there were 2 people. I thought there was this person here who wasn't moving a lot. Whoa. It got big. Okay, that's where we were. Can you see that's the rope that we looked at? Before we turned back and went into 6, which makes sense. This is a weird angle to be at. I want to go back around. I'm going to go in here. There's some fruit. Fresh fruit. Fresh fruit. Neatly stocked from somewhere. But if this is fresh... someone must be living here. Perhaps these grew on the trees. There aren't many trees, and this is a lot of fruit. Okay. I can hear chanting, and I wondered if it was chanting in the game or not. It's not chanting in the game, it's chanting in the street. People are having a lovely weekend near where I live. Okay, well, at least she's figured out someone's here. Not from the well-manicured gardens, but from the fruit that's been stocked recently. Okay, let's go back into the... Nope. Nope, apparently she refuses. Let's go around here then. Nope, apparently that's too dangerous. Where are we going then? Running out of places to go. Can we go back to the rope? Is that an inscription or just like a mark? Okay, no inscriptions. We can't go around here, I'm guessing. She won't like that. So we're going to have to go into the... back into the church place, right? We just haven't got anywhere else to go. Figure it out. There we go. There we go. I should get back to 6 before the robot starts telling another story. Hey, I liked his story. Mistress? Perhaps there is no more to see here, mistress. I do not wish to stay any longer than necessary. You're not interested in remembering more? I am. Tell me stuff. I can remember at my leisure, mistress, but there is nothing here to see. From within this chamber, I cannot activate the hopper, mistress. Perhaps from the courtyard outside. Yeah, I'm going to go look in here. So, see you in a sec. Some kind of chest. See, we didn't miss out on the chest. You impatient robot. How am I becoming more attached to 6 as she is becoming less attached to 6? I'm starting to sympathise more with him. And I was very suspicious for a long time. There's a sword in here. Oh, we know the word for sword. Very light. Same as the goddess. It's made of wood. Where are we? And there's an inscription down the middle of the blade. Well, we're before the age of steel, aren't we? This one is a phrase run together. Well, that's a lot of words. Right. Here we go. May the gods, I think. May the gods bring you... Okay, may the gods bring your something, something, something. I can add my translation for May to my dictionary now. Thank God. But those can't be the glyphs for bring. Shit. Maybe guide then. Yeah, look. It's the same as led, but in the active tense. As we've spoken about before. So... I think when we did led and bring before, we spoke about them being the active and passive versions of each other. But I think... I don't remember... I have a twinge of a memory saying I think there was like bring and guide were options, and we kind of thought, well, they're kind of the same thing, but we'll go with bring or lead or whatever the fuck. So, may the gods guide your... and this is going to be crucial, isn't it? Because I don't want it to be surrender. But I guess it's on a sword. It's kind of similar to prosper, but with some crucial differences. So this kind of middle bit's the same. These are like go. How do we relate it to prosper? And this is some kind of some circularness. May the gods guide your swing. Prospered. It's a sword, so it could be swing. Let's go with swing because it's a sword. Does may the gods guide your swing work? Oh, but of course. This isn't a temple. It's a theatre. That's why everything's made of wood. Oh my god, that's genius. A theatre? So my memories are only stories. They seem so real. Okay, well thank god that isn't a real story. Must have been good actors. But when was this? Hundreds of years ago? Let me show you the sword I found, Six. Interesting. Yeah, the wood is not from here, perhaps unsurprisingly. And Mistress. It is old. Indications of an unknown ancient site somewhere in the 14 flows. Right, that's our new place. Another new absolutely enormous range. But we've taken a bite out of the ancient library somehow. Come on, Six. Let's find these people. Where do you think they are? Let's get off this moon. Too many ghosts down here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was that? That was no ghost. I heard footsteps, Mistress. Yeah, it's that other person. I was going to say I don't want to leave yet because I don't know where this other person is. Yeah, that thing didn't move on its own. No. Evidently it's made of wood, Mistress. Remark. Good faith to you. We mean you no harm. Remark. Yeah, there's someone here. Whoever's been here is still here. Is someone hiding up there? Is someone hiding up there? Come out. Whoever it is, they do not appear to want to obey. It's not obeying, it's a request. Well, we've been up here. There's nothing... And did the door shut? No, the door's still open. What do we think? Hello? Maybe up on top of this. Hello? No. Maybe on top of the other one. Yeah, you wait here, Six. Don't you worry about me. No. What do you think? Should we just leave? Shall I go and inspect the statue? I heard you coming in, nosy ghost. You won't eat me, ghost. By all the Waken Waters. Stop. Come back. Question. How long has he been here? Remark. He's a kid, right? Oh, maybe not a kid. Yeah, looks like a kid. Stay back, ghost. I'm the Dread River Pirate. I'm here. So hand over your robot or I'll run you through. Aren't you too young to be a pirate? Well, you're too tall to be a ghost. But we'll see if you won't bleed all the same. I mean, ghosts famously don't bleed. Ow! My life bar, you little rodent. Put that thing away before you blind me. I know all your tricks, ghost. You'd say anything to get your meal. This is for you. Ow! Stop doing that. Ha! I don't really want to draw my sword on a kid. Look, kid, tell me what you're doing here. Beating you. Every hit will wear you down. Ow! Enough whacking me with that thing. An excellent thwacking, boy. Shut up, 6. Alright, I'm going to draw my sword. Very well then. Maybe we'll have a little play fight. If a fight's what you want. Oh, really, mistress? I knew it. I could tell you were a bloodthirsty ghost. Maybe. But ghost or not, you won't hit me like that. Yeah, we're having a little play fight. We're playing. I'm going to feint right. I'm going to strike right. Not that way. That's contact. Ow! My bones. Bless the wind. I give in. You are vanquished, ghost. Well, aren't you supposed to disappear now? Yeah. You know, you're very brave. But you don't need to be afraid of me. What about the other one? The other one looks more like a ghost. And it talks like a ghost too. Now, what's your name? Amir. I told you. You're not a very smart ghost, are you? What's yours? Let's start with my name first. I'm a liar. Are you from Elbereth? Very good. I am. I like that this isn't Elbereth as an option, though. I was on Elbereth. There was a story, you see. A story about a cursed word. Ooh, we've been learning about cursed words. Alright. Alright, but how did you get here? That's the important question. We're very, very far from Elbereth. I died. I spoke the word and I died. How long have you been here? I do want to know the answers to that other stuff, but I want to, like, warm us up first. Years and years. I lost count. I was a baby when I came here. You learned a word when you were a baby. And you remember the dying. I haven't seen another person for so long. I hope you're real. Of course I'm real. I don't want to promise him anything yet. I don't want to be like, I'm going to take you on my ship now. You can't be sure. The others weren't. What others? What happened to you? This place gets busy at night. You can hear them arguing. The ghosts are all so angry. Ah, are these the robots that Huang thinks lives everywhere? How did you learn this word? Did you read it on something? Lots of people say they know it. I saw it written. There we go. You saw it written? So how could you say it? No one knows how ancient words are spoken. It wasn't ancient. It was patois. That's how I could speak it. Yes, because patois and ancient are similar. Where are we? Look, you can't stay here. The building's collapsing. I'm going to warm him up to the idea of coming with me, and I'll take him to Elbereth. It'll slide away into the rivers below, although I don't want him to become a slave. Question. Do you know a man called Tappy from Elbereth? No? Definitely not. I don't want to pick up the sword and frighten him. The way you said that makes me think you do know him. I don't. Absolutely, definitely, no. I'm taking the sword. Can't leave my blade behind. Never know when you might need it. Right, let's go. We're all going back to Elbereth. Come on. So you're a robot. Evidently. May I activate the hopper now, mistress? Not yet. I want to try this ladder, this rope thing. Although I imagine if I climb on it, he's going to just hopper me immediately. Because he doesn't like me taking risks. What's in here? Okay, nothing written. This link between patois question and ancient is going to be important. How do you eat? One of the rooms has food in it. I eat that. Question. How does the fruit stay fresh? I don't know. I think somebody brings it, but I never saw him. What the fuck? What is going on? You mean someone is keeping you here? I don't think so. Is there anyone else here? I thought I saw someone who was blue. I'm going to say. No? Or if there is, I didn't see him. Okay, I can't use this rope thing. Alright, let's go. So I can't go up. I guess not. I guess maybe there isn't an up. Question. How old would you say the stonework is? Almost 1,500 years, mistress. If I climb in the window, where would I be? Hello, what's this? A mural. Some kind of symbol. But I know that shape well enough. Yes, it's like my brooch. Evidently, it's the eagle and sun, mistress. That's pretty. Question. So this is an Empire period site. I mean, I'm sure it's older. I believe it's much older, mistress. It may be the eagle and sun symbol predates the Empire. Right, what have we thought? The domed market moon is built. Yep. I think the Empire came here. Don't tell the Emperors that the eagle isn't theirs, because we think they stole the sundial, don't we? It is merely further evidence for the Great Loop, mistress. Reply. The symbol is not evidence for the Loop 6, it's evidence for history. Ah, this one's just a cracker jar. Let's have a look in this. There's a shoe. And how did you get here, eh? Did you hop? I was throwing him to see how far I could throw him. That's classic kid work. Good work, lad. This place doesn't just look like Renaki. It worked like it too. Stand selling goods. This one books, that one bread. People milling along the colonnade, browsing, talking. Air thick with shouts and haggling. Right, let's poke our head in here. Now this one's just a cracker jar. But it's stuck. Rubble on the inside, perhaps? The little openings then. They're shop fronts. There's a book. I love a book. Pages are rotten through. Still, it's not completely fallen to pieces. The cover has been painted on. Yes. This one is several words. Oh my god, loads of words. Right. This book. Okay, great. Great start. Something entrance. What else we got? Through or via. This looks familiar. This is one of those passive verbs. Passive verbs about going to a place, so being taken. This book, I'm going to say taken through unclear. How do we finish this off? How do we shove stuff in that makes it seem like we're done? Because I've put as much in as I can. I'm going to put that here, but I know this isn't right. I guess I'll put this here. This is going to be right. Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another possibility. Right. This book. Let's try open instead. Through. Okay, let's try entrance then. Oh. This one has a lot of glyphs, but I'm confident it says through. Good. I enjoyed the way we translated through as being sort of the adjective of at, not out. So at, not at, kind of meaning out to in to out, essentially. Came. Come, came. Come, came. I come to a place. Maybe came. Not a massive fan, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so interesting. So this is one word, which is why shoving things like doors and open in it doesn't work. So it's something doors, something entrance. How do we feel about doors? Any stronger about doors? No. Nonetheless, I feel good about it. And she's going to say, now I need to translate the words. So, this I think is a noun of an adjective of intensifying. So maybe like greatest entrance. Is a greatest entrance gates? What's our phrase in total? This book came through gates. Doesn't seem to have the heft to it that I think is required. So I almost want it to be starlight. Is starlight the greatest doors? Hopes. Why would it not be? I don't like starlight from a glyphs point of view. I do like starlight from a semantic point of view. This book came through starlight feels better. Let's just double check came. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. I'm going to put starlight in very shakily. I could still change my mind, but this book came through starlight. I'll look at it again later. So she hasn't commented extra on it, so she hasn't sort of given me extra confidence. Now, I think this came from the same source as the sextant we found here before. I should make the site of the ancient library Mina had a key for easier to find. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Not yet. Still got work to do. Ooh, I don't think we can leave to the door. I think as soon as we go over there, we're forced to leave. So let's look at this. A fruit. Does the fruit grow here? No, it's waiting for me each morning. What the Someone doesn't want me to die. Not again, anyway. Whoa, pictures. And stairs. I can't believe you wanted us to leave, Six. Drawings. You did these? They're not my first. I did every wall, every surface. Then washed it clean and started again. Okay, so robot. What do we think this is? Sun, kicking, rivers. You wearing a little cool hat. It could be the action of an ethical core, mistress. What, leaving the fruit? Oh, more drawings. So, like, footsteps. There's not a lot going on here. Plants. Swirly things. So what's this one supposed to be? The old myth from Elbereth. You know, the one where the woman keeps a fish under her hat. What? I can't see it. It's not finished, that's all. Okay, this is the window we bashed in. So I guess it wouldn't have mattered if we came in the window or not. More drawings. Four people around a black hole. You must have been lonely. I don't know what you mean. I was dead. You're a weird kid, you know that. What do you mean by dead? What are you talking about? I work for the university on Iox. I've never been to Iox. No, Iox isn't that special. A place is made by its people. Aren't they all robots on Iox? Shall I take you? No. I don't know who you are. I just want to go home. Okay, I don't want you to become a slave, okay? I'm going to take you to Elbereth, but if you don't have a home, there's a fire pit. There's a thing on the ground. I like that one. Ugh. Crumpled blanket. This is where you sleep. I've slept all over, sometimes on the floor above. Sometimes I'm a fox and I sleep in the bushes. Here recently, it's been cold. Hence the fire pit. How'd you light it? I don't know. The usual way, I suppose. You're a weird kid. I found your fireplace. I didn't realise it was fresh. I don't make fires very often. What is going on? How do you light a fire? On one of the upper floors there's a wire in the walls. It sparks. You can catch a spark on a scrap of cloth or a bit of wood. But then you have to get it down again to where the wood is to burn it. Okay, we're here again. It's like it's been chewed. Did it fall away brick by brick? Or did it all collapse once? I think we need to go upstairs. Look, it was like that when I found it. I promise. This gate clearly never opened. No hinges, no lock. Okay. Oh, there's something up here. Is this the hopper? Oh, that's the opera. People came in that way. Same as the opera in the Graveyard of Emperors. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Don't hassle me. We're going upstairs. Stay here. Fabulous advice, mistress. Snarky little. Right, how much upstairs is there going to be? Marks in the woodwork? Yes, I love a mark in a woodwork. There's a few words in this one. Okay, so Market Town. So you buy at the end. Do than. It's not going to like this because I just put stuff into a compound word. That's all I can think of. Do than. You buy. Yeah, that'll do for now. We'll come back to it. We're going to open the door next episode. Nice to leave a little cliffhanger. And then I'm sure we'll be leaving this moon after that. But I don't know how much is up here. So that's all to be found out next time on Heaven's Vault. Thank you for joining me. This has been an exciting one. It's nice to get into a new area. And this little kid is weird. What's his deal? Who's looking after him? He seems kind of comfortable with some very strange arrangements going on. He's not answering questions in a way that makes sense to me. So definitely got that to figure out. I want to take him home, but I want to take him home in a way that doesn't end up with him enslaved, because I know what that moon is like. But all of that ethical bridge work to cross when we get to it. Thank you once again for joining me. I hope we're all looking forward to the next one. I'll see you there. Lots to think about.